Welcome to Doctor Who Time and Space. I'm Lewis Moon.
And I'm Daddy Cool.
And welcome to our last show of 2014.
Last
it's amazing
one already.
It's gone so quick this year.
It's been a quick year.
Remember when it all started with all the filming of Series A?
Yeah.
And we'll be talking a bit about that next week, but I mean, like, remember with the horse and stuff.
And we'll start getting on to the same thing again, won't we, really? We'll start talking about the filming for Series 9, won't we?
Yeah.
It'll be exactly like last year.
We'll give a bit of a preview for 2015 in the show, so stay tuned for that. But our main article is our review of this year's Christmas special, Last Christmas, which we'll be reviewing later in the show.
So what have we got on the show then this week?
Of course, the Last Christmas. Oh yeah, we've got the news. We've got a roundup of the week, and also a preview for 2015. We've got quiz or question for 2014 special, and or Last Christmas special. I think it'll be a Last Christmas special, or the unanswered questions from Last Christmas.
Okay, we'll also probably talk a little bit about what's been going on your webpage.
And on the YouTube account.
Okay. Do we press the magic button today? I suppose we do we?
No, because next week we've got our big 2 show.
We have indeed. Okay, then should we kick off first of all then?
So, first of all, we're going to give in 2015, I'm just going to say we'll give a weekly roundup every week.
Yeah.
So, let's do a weekly roundup. Now, in the universe, we've had, in the Mrs. Universe-wise, we've had 2 new episodes.
We have.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a bit about those, too?
Well, I'll talk about them later on the show.
Okay.
But I mean, parts 1 and 2 of David Not Magic Strikes.
Yeah, part 2's now live, isn't it?
Yeah, it was live today.
Hey, how about that then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we start off with Last Christmas then?
Yeah.
So, first thing. Well, should we give a little bit of a run through the story?
Yeah, you can. You always
That's up to me to do that. I've got to try and remember it now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what actually happened? So, I mean, effectively starts off with...
Oh, spoiler alert, by the way. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Last Christmas, which I hope you all have because it's 2 days old now.
Yeah.
So I watched it yesterday, but...
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully you would have watched it. So if you haven't, turn off now.
Immediately, because we're going to spoil it for you.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to spoil something.
And this time, and we did that actually, I think early on in the series, didn't we? But not deliberately.
Yeah.
When we were talking about, I think it was in Deep Breath, wasn't it? We were
Matt
talking
Smith.
about Matt Smith in it.
Before the episode was on,
Yeah.
we accidentally spoiled it for ourselves.
But that was because we'd read it somewhere and we didn't realise it was a spoiler.
We thought everyone knew about it.
Yeah. So, going on to Last Christmas. So, what do we know about it? Story-wise, starts off with Santa on Clara's roof. Clara comes out, spots him.
In the
Aghast.
Children in Need preview clip.
That's right, indeed. The doctor then appears and basically says, "You've got to come with me immediately." There's a little bit of arguing between Santa and the doctor, because both of them are seen as being sort of fairy tale type characters. They then, next thing we know, all of a sudden they're on a very much a sort of a laboratory sort of thing in the middle.
Polar base.
Yeah, that's a nice way of describing it.
Yeah. That's what the synopsis said.
Yeah, there's basically these things, the sleepers, or otherwise known as
the Cadfari or the dream crabs.
Yeah.
Whatever you'd like to call them.
Which basically stick on people's faces, inject into the brain, and put people into a dreamlike state, so that people don't realise that they're dreaming, and all the time their bodies are being killed off by these creatures. So, without sort of running through the whole of the story, basically it's dream within a 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 dream type story.
Within a dream.
Within a dream.
You know,
and you never really know,
we
do
in
you?
a dream now?
We might be, yeah. because we still don't know, do we? And we jokingly said, didn't we, that maybe the whole of Series 8 had been a dream. I think that was before the finale. We were saying maybe that was the case, and maybe it was true. Maybe it is. Maybe it's still all in a dream. Maybe it's going to be a Dallas-like moment where the whole of Series 8 was actually a dream, and all of a sudden they wake up and it still looks like Matt Smith.
What?
Oh.
Okay. Do you want to review? Where did we get to?
Well,
Didn't we get to Time for the Doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It
did.
was Time for the Doctor, wasn't it? The new Doctor's going. There's not going to be a new Doctor. Never.
Never.
No.
So basically, dream within a dream. Effectively, I mean the ending of the story. Basically, there was a really great twist, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
Which basically involved Doctor finding Clara, peeling the monster, what they're called again already,
Dream crabs or Cantrifari.
peeling that off her face, and she's old, and you
Yeah.
think that's it really, and that she is going out of the series, but then you find out that that's not the case at all.
No. The Doctor and Clara returning.
Yeah, they're still dreaming.
The magician.
So that's what we know. We now know that Clara is here to stay for at least another series, and it was a big happy ever after, really, wasn't it? So I very badly explained the story. What did you make of it? What was your thoughts?
I had it in a dream, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, we might be in a dream now, but I thought it was a very good episode. I think, in my opinion, out of all the 10 Christmas specials, which are The Christmas Carol, Runaway Bride, Christmas Invasion, Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned, End of Time, Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the next Doctor. A Christmas Carol, Doctor the Widow and the Wardrobe, The Snowman, Time of the Doctor, and Last Christmas. I mean, Last Christmas is my favourite one out of all of them.
Yeah.
A very complicated story.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it was one of the best Christmas episode and one of the best episodes in Series 8, if you include it as Series 8. So, monsters are good. An amazing storyline.
Yeah.
And it's just a brilliant episode, really.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you. I think what it did really well is it managed to do what is really hard to do, which is to keep it very light-hearted and funny, whilst also scaring the pants off you. And I think it did that really, really good.
I know.
It could switch from one to the other, and very much. I think Nick Frost's Santa character was very much like that. One minute it'd be all ho ho ho, and the next minute his face would go really serious.
No,
Do you really, Doctor?
No.
So I think it was really good. I think all right, when the first time we found out, when they first woke up, but then we found out they were still in the dream. Had you guessed they were still in the dream or not?
Not first of all.
Because I hadn't until he said it.
Yeah, not until he said it. Yeah, I thought they were awake.
Yeah. What was your favourite bit?
You're making me really hard to choose. I mean, there was a favourite bit, but I forgot what it was now. I mean, it was only yesterday I watched it, but I forgot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's because there's so much going on there. I really liked the bit in the sleigh.
Yeah.
And I know.
The sleigh bit. Yeah, I like that.
Some people were saying, I hate the bit in the sleigh. It's cheesy, but I thought it worked really well.
I liked it how they kept disappearing one by one.
Yeah.
I like scenes like that in Doctor Who. When they disappear like one by one, stuff like that.
Yeah. I
just really enjoy those scenes.
I think my favourite line in it was, "How do you fit all the presents in the sleigh? It's big on the inside." That was great.
Yeah. And so, was that your favourite moment, the sleigh scene?
I think possibly. I really
or
liked
the bit with the sleepers.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they?
When they came
and they were
along.
attacking from the ceiling and everything.
Yeah.
That was really good. I know you didn't really like the dance scene, but I thought the dance scene was really funny.
I hated that scene. Just made me cringe.
I actually really liked it. I thought
It's
it
a
was
cringe
funny.
scene.
I liked it.
Like that bit in Gangster Granny. but you've never watched that.
No.
No,
I really liked it. I thought it was funny.
I
that dance.
didn't really like it. I disagree with the people that like it, and I agree with the people that don't like it.
What about the character? Was it Shona, wasn't it?
Shona.
Shauna.
Shona, well, however you
Shauna,
say it. Shona, Shona.
I was reading to a few of the websites afterwards. A lot of people really liked her, very much in the same way as they did Osgood.
Yeah,
Osgood, is that her name?
Osgood, yeah.
Yeah.
I quite liked her. She was quite good.
Hmm.
Her voice was annoying, but she was a good character.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Of course, one of the other things that it brought for us was Patrick Troughton's son.
Oh yeah, that was just good.
He looked like him, didn't he?
He sounded like him as well.
Yeah.
If you just listen, he just reminds you of him in so many ways.
Did he do the? Am I right in thinking he's done the voice in some of the Big Finish productions, or have I made that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think both his sons, because they both appeared in Doctor Who.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Yeah.
I can't remember what the other one's called.
Yeah. What surprised me actually, there was a bit where one point when they put some music on, and I was expecting it to be Wham's Last Christmas, just because of the title.
I did.
I can't remember what it was then it came on. What did you make of Nick Frost? Santa?
Yeah, he was really good. It's what you'd expect as Santa. At the beginning, you kind of think he's going to be a bad guy in the episode, but he saves the day.
Yeah.
Well,
he does.
He doesn't really.
No.
He never really was there.
Wasn't that really good though when you found out that they'd actually dreaming it? I tell you what my favourite scene is. I've just remembered.
What?
It was the bit just after the first time when they've woken up, when the Doctor realises that they're still in the dream, and he gets all of them to read.
Oh yeah.
Out of the book, the first word. And
like
it's
it was like strange, extremely, and chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I really like that. That was really good.
And
what
then
was the second time round?
We are all dead.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
wasn't
then
sure whether that was going to be the
very,
case.
very, very dead.
That's right. Yeah. I wasn't sure whether actually the rest of them were going to be dead.
No.
That was the other thing I thought might have happened. I thought at the end, you know, when they're on the sleigh and the Doctor had gone and Clara was left all on her own and she sort of cuddled up to Santa.
Yeah.
And I thought it might actually end like
that's
that.
what I thought.
And that she'd actually effectively, what he'd know is that she'd stayed in the dream world.
Yeah, that would have been
and
quite a
died.
good idea.
Yeah. It would. I mean, it's probably a bit morbid for Christmas ending it like that, wouldn't it? But it was. It would have been quite a good ending, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The sort of ending that you'd write for your Mr. Mystery Adventures.
We're going to die!
Yeah. And everyone's dead.
The Doctor's dead! Hallelujah! Oh no, I died.
What about so monsters? What did you make of the monsters? How would you rate them?
The Kadfari. They're so good. The best Christmas special band.
Okay, then here's a question for you. You mentioned earlier on that it would be one of your favourite episodes from Series 8 if it was included in Series 8. So, where does it rank?
You are. Well, as you know, as story-wise, Dark Water, Death and Heaven is first.
It's still your favourite, is it?
Story.
Yeah.
Episode-wise, Deep Breath, I think.
Yeah.
It's my favourite. But, I mean, I think Last Christmas 4th, maybe? After Listen.
I would go, I haven't thought this through properly yet, but I would go Listen still my favourite. Second, Mummy on the Orient Express. And possibly third, Last Christmas.
Mine is 4th. story-wise.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
episode-wise, it's third.
I think it's one of those things. It'd be good. I mean, you got for Christmas, didn't you, the Series 8 box sets? You'll no doubt be watching them all again, and I guess when you do that, you'll be re-evaluating them probably, won't you?
Yeah.
If I'm right in thinking, on your webpage, this Moon site, there's a bit where you give a first rating and then a secondary rating anyway, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know where that is, so I'm going to try and find it.
Because I guess you'll be in the position to start filling some of that in, won't you?
Somewhere in the blog. I could do the deep breath 1 second, because I watched that again the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll talk a bit more about that later.
Yeah. What else do you want to say about this particular episode then?
Well,
about Last
Clara.
Christmas?
Let's talk about the fate of Clara in Last Christmas.
Okay.
Do you agree that Clara should have stayed for Series 9? Here's our views.
Okay. I think I said last time that I thought it was time for change, that I thought we'd seen enough of Clara, we knew about her character now, and it was time to move on. And if it had turned out that way, if she had fallen asleep next to Santa, or if she had become the old woman and then the Doctor just dispersed, I would have thought, oh cool, we're getting a new companion.
Yeah.
But also, as soon as you found out she was staying, it was like a nice warm feeling of, she's going to be here for another series.
I have an opinion here. I mean, every time a companion leaves, it just feels so weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's quite nice when they announce that they're staying, and I bet one of the reasons Jenna Coleman stayed was because she's the longest companion of the modern era. She's staying the whole series.
Is that right? I was trying to work it out earlier on.
Series. If she stays the whole series, she's the longest modern companion.
And what's the order then?
Amy's first at the moment.
Is she? Because Amy only did two and a
and a
half
half
seasons, didn't she? Well, surely wouldn't Clara have only done 2.5 seasons?
But her half series was longer.
Was
and
it?
She had Day of the Doctor as well.
Oh yeah, and I guess also the Christmas specials.
Yeah.
Because that was actually Clara's 3rd Christmas special, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And potentially she'll have another one yet.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
Don't reckon?
She might be cameo in it.
Yeah.
Any more do you want to say about that?
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, well,
I've got something.
Okay, you go.
What, on Clara or?
Either
something?
Clara or something
I've
else.
got another topic.
Yeah.
What did you think of Danny's return?
I thought it was nice and touching, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah, it was unexpected. He wasn't mentioned in the credits, was he?
No, he wasn't.
I think.
There were lots of surprises kept secret in that one.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know how they kept it secret.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not sure either. That bit when the Doctor exploded. Oh, yeah, no, that was my dream. That weird dream I had.
What?
Yeah.
We're not doing a podcast, are we?
Oh, no, I've just woken up.
Oh, wait, I'm still in a dream. It's still a dream.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Let's have a campaign. Oh, no, I'm in a dream.
Have you ever had one of those moments where you wake up from a dream
I think
and then
I have, yeah.
and you find you're still
But
in the
I
dream?
can't remember what it was.
I've had it, definitely. Yeah, I don't think I've never had that many different dreams, but I've had it where I've woken up and got up and then did something, and you wake up, get out of bed, get changed, washed, etc., do your teeth, then a large dinosaur head pokes through the window, and then you suddenly realise you're actually dreaming still.
I know, it's horrible when you have a dream. Let's just talk about dreams for a sec. It's horrible when you have a dream and like you think it's not a dream. It's like a normal day, and then something horrible happens, like lasers start shooting at you with a monster gun.
Yeah,
and then you wake up.
Yeah, and you're thinking, oh,
you think it was real. You think it's real, and you think it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, that's right. And that's effectively, I guess, what that particular episode was working on. And actually, I was saying as the episode was on, one of the things I think that Stephen Moffat has constantly done really well is he's taken the fear in a really basic level and made it into something really scary.
I know.
So dreams, you know, the whole thing around listen, the things that you know, these things that you see out the corner of your eye, the whole thing with the weeping angels, you know, it's all really basic fears that everybody has all the time. Surely you must be running out of them, you know.
No.
There can't be too many more basic fears, can
Next
there?
one will be going to the toilet and then a spider creeps on your bum.
Oh. But then he wakes up and it's all a dream and a dinosaur head comes. So you reckon it's actually the best Christmas special that we've had?
Do you?
It's still a toss-up for me between that one and the Snowman. I really
Me
like the Snowman
too,
as
but
well.
I mean, like, that I've watched every Christmas special this year, and I have to say, Last Christmas comes back.
I think the interesting one was, although I really liked Time with the Doctor, I enjoyed it, but it was a little bit of a letdown in comparison to the Snowman. When you watched it, you thought, rushed.
I know. It was good when you watch it again because you need to understand it. I've watched it a few times and I've watched it 3 times total.
Yeah.
2 of them repeats, so that means like I really enjoyed the repeats as well.
I've only watched it once, and well, one day I'll get around to watching it.
It is quite rushed, even the next time you watch it.
Yeah. No, I definitely thought. I think that one, more than any of them, would have merited from a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Or like they did with The End of Time, Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, that would have done it. Yeah. I had another question I was going to ask you about Last Christmas. It's completely gone out of my head, hasn't it?
What did you think of the rest of the crew of the Ice Cap Polar Bears?
Oh, it's good. It was good. I think what was good was seeing Strax in human form.
I know.
He was really good, wasn't he? And the other guy, the other little elf, he was funny.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Ian and Wolf were both really good.
Yeah. And they're great names for elves, aren't they, as well? Ian and Wolf.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What about Peter Capaldi then? 'Cause I mean, his character was a lot more gentle than it has been.
I know, definitely the sleigh moment.
Yeah. That was quite nice, wasn't it?
I'm riding a sleigh. Yes.
I know. I remember what I was going to ask you now.
What?
So you take Last Christmas. Do you see that as being the end of season 8 and the start of season 9?
I see that as both.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it. I see the bits with like Danny and stuff as the end of series 8 because I don't think he'll ever be in it again. Definitely not as Danny.
Yeah.
But I think Samuel Anderson will be as awesome.
Yeah, but that's still an unexplained part of the story, isn't it?
But the bit with Clara at the end, and we'll go on to that in a minute. And the bit we'll talk about in a minute are very like they lead into series 9. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the bit when he wakes up. Where did you think that was when the Doctor wakes up from the dream?
Oh, when he wakes up in that sort of volcanic area.
I either think it's the Dark Water area or Gallifrey.
I'm trying to remember now. The bit in Dark Water, when Clara's threatening to throw the keys away.
Yeah.
Do we know at that stage where they are?
No, I don't think we do.
Because it wasn't in the same place as that. Do you think?
I think so. It may have been Gallifrey. Because they never found the coordinates, did they? Missy just said that Gallifrey's out there. And it looked like that, so I think that's Gallifrey.
I don't think it is Gallifrey.
I think it is because of the next series. I think it helps the next series.
I reckon it's Sky.
Do you?
Yeah.
Davros could come back.
I did not feeling Davros might come back, you know. Yeah.
If they're doing a series about like Gallifrey, then Davros should come back. Because I think like something will go on, like time will change, and
Yeah.
the time will happen again or something.
Have we ever had? I probably should know this, but I'm not as clever as you on the whole Who stuff.
Yeah.
Have we ever had a Master and Davros episode? Both of them in at the same time.
No.
See, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I know.
Because then, who would, on what side would the Master fall?
I know.
Because he's still a Time Lord, isn't he? Effectively. And could you have one where Missy effectively ends up teaming up with the Doctor purely to defeat Davros?
Yeah, that would be quite.
That'd be quite good. We ought to write this down. So this is an idea for the Mr. Lewis.
No, don't copy it, Stephen Moffat. You copied my best titles. There's a Doctor included.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I made up that title.
Yes, that's right. Certainly did. Anything else to say about Last Christmas then?
Overall, closing statements. Overall, was a really good episode.
Yeah. What would you give it out of 10?
10.
Give it a solid 10. A solid 10.
11.
I'm going to give it a
Yeah.
9.7.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rounded to 10.
Rounds to 10. Yeah. So there we have it.
Every episode rounded to the nearest 10 out of 10 is 10.
Certainly
Oh
is.
no!
So Mr. Lewis Moon is flying across the studio.
I'm getting called artist staff.
Yeah. So there we have it. Last Christmas. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Can you give your closing statements?
Yep, I certainly can. I would say as a closing statement to Last Christmas that it was a really fitting end to Series 8. It brought some closure, I think, certainly in terms of the Doctor and Clara's relationship, actually, because I think all the way through the series that had been somewhat of a struggle. I think you'd had the Doctor. I think Danny Pink might have been a bit of a blockage there, because I think obviously the Doctor was a little bit jealous of him, even though he doesn't fancy Clara, not like Matt Smith's Doctor used to, but he did see him as being a blockage because he was getting in the way of their relationship. And now, although he's no doubt sad that Danny's no longer with them, I think probably he also knows that he's got his Clara back. So I think it gave a bit of closure to it in terms of relationship, and I think we'll see a softer side to the Doctor, still with a bit of edge, but I think next season we'll see a slightly softer side to him.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Series 9 is going to be a really good series.
I think so.
Better than we intended. Like Series 8, we thought first of all the episode titles didn't sound that good, and the stories didn't sound as good as normal, did they? First of all.
But what we know is that we both said that probably, and whether time proves this to be the case, another matter. But we said it's probably our favourite series ever.
Yes.
So that's segment done, and we talked about that for some time. I think we've talked about that for the best part of half an hour.
We do the news.
Do we do the news? Okay, I've got to find out the news.
About 27 minutes we did that.
I think we did.
I mean, Radio Friscara do like 20 billion minutes. Oh, thank you.
So, what news do we have? I think the first bit of news that we saw on there, we'd actually announced last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did record that.
I'll tell you, actually, that was... Sorry, but just going back very briefly to Last Christmas, plus you find your place.
Yeah.
What I thought was really brilliant was that Stephen Moffat had been playing with us, really, hadn't he? Now, we don't know whether Jenna Coleman had really ever planned to leave or not. Who knows? But the fact that at various different stages during that episode, it hinted that it was her end.
Yeah.
It hinted at the fact, there was the bit when Sean or Shona, whatever her name was, referred to the Doctor as the magician, possibly hinting that she might be the next companion. And then in the end, it just turned out to be Clara.
Yeah.
So yeah, he played with us, really did, and did it very effectively because we didn't know right to the very end that she was going to be coming back along on the journey.
Yes. Okay. Clara's Fate in Series 9. As Last Christmas revealed in its closing moments, Jenna Coleman will in fact be staying on as Clara for Series 9 of Doctor Who. Stephen Moffat confirmed that Jenna Coleman is in all of the next series at the screening, adding, "There was a certain amount of toing and throwing. I always think I'm quite good at winding up people on this, but Jenna completely outplayed me when she said in an interview, 'I'm not telling you if I'm staying or going because it's just more exciting.' And it occurred to us that we don't start shooting until January, so we could actually keep it a secret." Jenna Coleman said, "It's wonderful, a whole other series of stories with the Doctor. I couldn't walk away with the story being unresolved. There's so much more to do, and I think Clara and the Doctor have finally just reached a point where they really understand each other. But how do you feel about Clara remaining as companion for Series 9?
How do I feel?
Are you happy or sad? Yes or no?"
I'm happy. I think. I don't know whether that's a yes or no. What the yes or no answer is to that one, but yeah, I think I'm happy. I think. As I said, but I would have been equally as happy if she hadn't. It's not that I don't like her, because I do like her. But I think.
Comment.
I think. Yeah. What are the comments? Because we know that a lot of people like Clara, but a lot of people don't like her as well.
No.
So somebody says here, not sure now, maybe with a new companion, but not sure now. I can't see her bringing anything good to the show. Of course, it could be completely wrong. Clara has never been a companion I felt for because too much is focused on her rather than the Doctor. I'm sure Moffat can change this and we can enjoy Capaldi's Doctor a bit more. I don't mind Clara, but I can see her overstaying her welcome if the stories keep her as the main focus.
But I liked it as. Yeah.
Sorry, you see.
I liked it when she was like that because it improved her character quite a lot.
Yeah. I actually think, though, a lot of it is the way that Moffat writes, and I think it's not a bad thing
He
at all.
did that for Amy and Nobody Moans.
Yeah, I think Amy.
Why did Amy was even more?
Yeah, quite possibly. I think he
And
likes
Nobody
that.
Moaned that.
Yeah, he likes that sort of relationship thing. I think between the two characters, and which is good because it gives you more to play off of if you've got two.
I
strong
prefer
characters.
Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman's relationship with Matt Smith and Karen Gillan's.
Yeah.
Relationship-wise.
I really liked Matt Smith and Karen Gillan's together.
But chemistry-wise,
but I prefer Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman's than Matt and Jenna's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think they work far better together.
I mean, I like Matt Smith and I like Jenna Coleman, but I think she's much better with Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. I feel like there are things that needed to be addressed and resolved before the character of Clara is written out. So somebody, I was actually bawling my eyes out when the Doctor saw her as an old woman, but then she was actually really young. I just wanted something new, I guess. Not necessarily Jenna leaving, but someone coming on. Still hope. I hope for Shona and Clara. Season 9 opener's name may be a hint to her. Series 8 was the perfect ending with Clara. A few plot strands aside, she was an actual character and I loved doing it. The reason I disagree with her staying, however, is that this Doctor will most likely only have two main companions during his run. When the Doctor interacts with his companions, it shows off different aspects of his personality, i.e. 10th Doctor with Rose, which showed off his romantic and caring side, or Martha, who showed his more conceited and resentful side. Even with the 11th, we had three companions, Rory, Amy and Clara, all their interactions showing varying aspects of himself. Why
does nobody like the relationship between the 12th Doctor and Clara?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen in Series 8 that Clara is struggling between her normal life with Cold Hill, Danny, etc., and her addiction and wonder with the TARDIS and the Doctor. Personally, I think that since Danny is gone and she's thrown a lot into the Doctor, I think that the TARDIS will become her entire life. Her addiction will consume her, and we shall see Clara become more and more like the Doctor, like we see in Flatline and Death in Heaven, for example. Is that enough of your
I think so.
comments from that?
We have
Okay.
some more news in there.
We have more news. There's more news over Christmas. Surely not.
Surely. Yeah.
Just depends if you can find it, doesn't it?
Ja, I just got to find it. Christmas Day, right? And it's top 10.
So you have to say that now in English.
Christmas Day ratings top 10.
Okay, Christmas Day.
Doctor Who is the 7th most watched show on Christmas Day 2014, according to early overnight viewing figures.
So, we know it had less viewers than last Christmas special, but I think that was always likely because last time's was the last Matt Smith episode, and it was always going to be the case, I think, wasn't it? I wonder, do you think they'll be happy with their ratings?
Last Christmas was watched by an average 6.34 million viewers, behind Coronation Street. Mrs. Brown's Spies was the most watched show again this year. This was lower than last year when Doctor Who was second most viewed. Overnight viewing figures 2014. Mrs. Brown's Boys, EastEnders. These are in order. 3 Strictly Come Dancing. 4 Call the Midwife. 5 Miranda. 6 Coronation Street. 7 Doctor Who. 8 Downton Abbey. 9 The Queen's Speech. And 10 Emmerdale. Overnight viewing figures 2013. Mrs. Brown's Spies. Doctor Who, The Time with the Doctor. Coronation Street. EastEnders. The Queen's Christmas Broadcast. Strictly Come Dancing Christmas Special. Call the Midwife. Downton Abbey.
Yeah, you got to remember
Toy
people
Story.
fall asleep. You can't read like that.
Toy Story 3. BBC News at 3:15 p.m. at ITV News at 7:15. By the way, we're already asleep, so it doesn't matter.
It's truly dreaming, aren't we?
So what should we do next? I quite like doing that voice.
Yeah, I'm sure the viewers probably got bored of it though.
Oh,
Have we got any other news?
Yes, we do. I'm just gonna look. Let's look at top 10 Clara Oswald moments
Oh,
so far.
because we know that we've got a whole series worth more to come
Yeah,
to enjoy.
I know. We
Stop
do.
doing that voice.
It's just no. Oh, sorry. It's just loading now.
Okay.
Okay, top 10 Clara Oswald moments so far. Okay, I'll read normally.
Yeah, I think you're going to need to, otherwise we'll never finish.
There's the Doctor changing the timeline.
That's at number 10.
Is at number 10.
Okay. Number 9 is listen. Fear is a superpower.
What you do is you read out numbers and I say what.
All right, so I've ruined that. So
Yeah,
9. At
yeah.
number 9.
Is listen. Fear is a superpower.
At 8. At 8.
The snowman's smaller on the outside.
At 7.
The name of the Doctor lost in time. I'd say that's first.
Yeah. 6.
Hide, you old cow.
What's that from?
Hide.
Don't remember that bit.
The interface.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 5.
Nightmare in Silver. Boom!
Okay. 4.
Dark Water Keyless.
Okay, yeah, that was a good moment. 3.
Flatline. I'm the Doctor.
Good moment. 2.
Rings of Acten, the most important lead.
And then finally, at number 1.
Time the Doctor. The Crack.
Did you agree with that?
I don't. I think the bit with all the doctors should be first.
I think you're probably right. Yeah, I think that was probably my favourite.
Name of the Doctor. We have our Face Off. Where did we get to in the Face Off?
No idea.
I think we got to A Christmas Carol versus Doctor the Widow and the Wardrobe in the
Okay.
Face Off.
Do we know what one are those?
Pardon?
Do we know the answers of where we got to on that?
Yeah, we do, but you just have to vote.
How are those two?
As we go, What do you say?
Which two are we doing again?
Christmas Carol versus the Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe.
Doctor and the Widow and the Wardrobe.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the best.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to read some comments, or should I?
Yeah, you read some if you like, as long as you're going to do them in a normal voice.
How long until the comments?
There is no comments. There is no comments. I think sometimes because we're using this off the phone, sometimes the comments don't always show up, do they?
Oh, the comments are shared.
Okay. So, Jeremy Rogers of Islington said, I preferred Christmas Carol until the moment when the big dinosaur head came in the window and realised we were in a dream. Okay. Where are we getting to?
The Snowman and Time the Doctor is there.
For me, the Snowman.
Yeah, me the Snowman too.
Okay.
I mean, both of them are good.
So, what does that mean in terms of responses?
Oh, there's comments this time. Who should read them?
Shall I do it?
Okay.
Okay, I know you've just accidentally turned tapped out on.
The Simpsons tapped out.
Okay. You know, I'm one of these people who didn't massively rate Snowman on transmission, though I rather like it now. I'm voting for the one I enjoyed most on the night, though, which is undoubtedly Time. The Snowmen, Victorian London, the GI, it was classic. I did like Time the Doctor, but it should have been a two-parter. They tried to fit too much stuffs into a single episode. Same I feel about Name of the Doctor. The Snowmen, just a fantastic episode all round. I find Time the Doctor to be rushed, but there are a number of scenes from it I really like. They just never really gel together. I found the Time of the Doctor quite rushed and cluttered. See, everybody seems to say that, don't they? It was dangerously close to one of my least favourite Moffat episodes, Wedding of River Song. The Snowman was the exact opposite. Carefully laid out plot, great presentation of ideas, and a good set for Series 7 Part 2. It was a bit sappy, but not to the extremes of Closing Time or Death in Heaven. This is evil, just evil. Both are brilliant episodes. However, I think I'm going to go with The Snowmen just because I think it's a slightly better episode. And then this is the first generally difficult decision for me since probably the Christmas Invasion versus Runaway Bride poll. On the other hand, I really come to appreciate the Time of the Doctor over the year that it's existed, even if I still think the ending was a little bit easy. On the other hand, The Snowmen was the first of Moffat's Christmas specials I've generally liked, as it somewhat returns to the original tradition of these things I prefer, of not letting the It's Christmas aspect get in the way of just telling the good, if somewhat silly story of Doctor Who. Probably enough comments there?
Yeah, for the moment, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
no, it keeps falling off. Sorry.
Any more?
We do. I'm just trying to get it up.
Who's news?
Trying to get it up.
Who's news?
Be patient, and you'll get it. Yay.
Okay.
We'll have Festive Face Off, Last Christmas versus A Christmas Carol.
So these are the results, yeah?
It's the... Okay, so it's round 6. And today, Last Christmas enters the fray to battle the winner of round 5, A Christmas Carol. Vote... I think it's round 7, actually.
Okay.
Vote for your fave of the two below. A Christmas Carol or Last Christmas to me.
Gotta be.
Do you want to read comments on me?
Do you want to read them this time?
Okay.
Okay. I am.
Oh yeah.
So that must mean then that the other one, Christmas Carol, must have knocked out the Widow and the Wardrobe one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found ACC boring, so I voted for Elsie. Last Christmas all the way. Nothing against Last Christmas, but Christmas Carol is still the best Christmas special, hands down. Loved both, but it has to be A Christmas Carol. I think it pinches the title of Best Christmas Special, in my opinion. They copied it
Yeah.
from the Charles Dickens thing.
Actually, it's your least favourite, isn't it, out of all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It just shows it's all about opinion.
Yeah. In my opinion, as it felt more Christmassy and had probably the best soundtrack of any Doctor Who episode. Hard one. A Christmas Carol includes Sardic, the funny Doctor, and a brilliant story. Last Christmas includes 12 elves and a badass Santa. Last Christmas for me. Could you please stop doing that, Daddy Cole? But I honestly didn't care that much for Last Christmas, which is rare for me. Really, really rare. So I'm going to have to vote for A Christmas. That's the end of the show. Okay.
I like it. I was going to sleep then. Right.
Carol.
Any more news?
I think
So we need to get on because we're coming up to nearly the hour mark. And
No,
we've still got plenty more to fit in yet.
no, we're not getting to the hour.
No, we're still short at the moment, but I'm just.
I mean, there's like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
There's like 15 minutes
15
left.
minutes left. That's right. Yeah.
I've got to try and see if there's. Should we leave that there?
I think that's probably enough news, isn't it? There's only so much news a man can take.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about Christmas because it was Christmas the other day.
Yeah.
And Doctor Who wise.
What Who merchandise did you get?
I got Doctor Who Series A.
Okay.
I got Doctor Who Secret Lives of Monsters.
Mhm.
I got 4 new magazines.
Mhm.
New. A few new Doctor Who figures.
Yeah.
The Diamond set and a Dalek, the Dalek patrol ship and that Peter Capaldi, and a lot more.
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm really proud of all my presents that I've got.
Yeah.
And I've got loads of Doctor Who merchandise.
You have, haven't you? Build up that
I
Who
know,
collection even more.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then there's your birthday in a relatively short period of time, only a few weeks, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So probably get some more then, I'd imagine. Probably got that eyes on that Blitzer, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anything else about Christmas?
Oh, it's just been a good year. Best year for Christmas.
It has, isn't it, eh?
Should we
It
give
has.
another Christmas review now?
Okay.
Okay. Should we give our... We made it, but let's give our thoughts on David Duck Magic Strikes now.
Okay.
David Duck Magic Strikes has been 2 parts.
2
One
parts.
on Christmas Eve is part 1.
Yeah.
And the second on the 27th.
That's it. So, which is today.
Yes?
Yeah.
It was on
So,
earlier.
so yeah, about what was it? Probably about 11 o'clock our time. It went live.
Yeah,
I'd imagine, something
Well,
like
12, 11, 11:30.
that. It's about that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that brings that particular story to an end. The first ever Mr. Lewis Moon adventure not to feature the Doctor
I know. All the way
all
through.
the way through, which is probably a challenge as a writer.
It was
wasn't
a challenge. I tried to set myself a challenge,
Mhm.
and then I set myself a challenge. I mean, what do you want me to explain? What it's
Yeah,
about?
you explained it a little
Well, the Doctor's missing, and Lily has to try and find. Lily has to try and find him, but when she steps outside, she discovers that there's a dangerous wizard about called Kolgata, and you help her to try and destroy Kolgata. and he's one of the most deadliest wizards in the world, in the universe, in fact, and he wants to try and kill them all. Now Rory comes and helps out as well, but then we find a weakness out, which is that he's allergic to the word David Dark Magic Strikes. And at the end, this is a really big spoiler. At the end, we got to see the new companion, Dara.
He looks remarkably similar
To Clara. What do you think of David Dark Magic Strikes? Because I writ it, and I like your editing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I think it was actually one of the strongest ones we've done. If not the strongest.
Yeah.
Looks good, I think, doesn't it?
Looks good. Good special effects. For us.
Think it sets the scene nicely for the next series. Series
does.
number
5.
Yeah. Which in itself, hard to believe, isn't it? We're actually just about to start series 5 of Bigger
We
Adventures.
started filming today.
We have indeed.
What do you think of the new companion, Dara?
Well, certainly an edge to her, isn't there?
Yeah.
Certainly an edge. Could be one of those is she good, is she bad sort of characters, maybe.
Yeah.
What did you think of the supporting cast?
Yeah.
It brought back a few old faces, didn't it?
Rose and Martha. And also we had Sally.
Yeah, of course she was in it again, yeah. And Rory we see again as well.
Rory, yeah. We see everyone in that episode.
Do you think we'll see more of Kolgata?
I can tell you, yes, you're going to see more of Kolgata over the series. I mean, most of the episodes have actually got you in.
So,
that's what I can tell you.
Okay.
Definitely the first episode. Okay. But I can't tell you which episodes.
Which
is first episode.
Which is always which is good news because he's a good, interesting character. Always poses a difficulty when filming because he's so big that he actually takes up virtually the whole screen. So it's always hard trying to film him. But no, it's good news. He's here to stay.
Yes, it is.
Do you think we'll see the Doctor return in the next episode?
What, in the first episode?
Yeah, which we haven't announced the title.
He will.
Yet.
We've seen the poster.
We have. Is the poster actually out now?
Yeah.
Is it? So we have announced.
Oh no!
We have announced.
I forgot about that.
So we've accidentally announced for the first.
We've accidentally announced the first.
Yeah, because we were going to do a big explosive announcement, weren't we?
I know.
So we've accidentally now done.
But we won't say. Okay. Just in case you haven't looked.
Okay, so look out for the announcement.
Look out for the prequel tomorrow.
Forgot about that, didn't we?
I know.
Anything else to say about A Day That Magic Strikes? Apart from watch it.
Watch it, yeah.
Watch it, you.
Oh, so I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna do ya. Yeah. And Kolgata's gonna kill you. Yes, I am. I am Kolgata. You will serve me. And when you serve me, Lord Kolgata of the 7 agencies, I will get you to kill Lily Eden and your accomplice, the Doctor.
So we know in the next series, we know that we're going to obviously see a bit more of Lily Eden.
Yeah.
We know that the Doctor's going to still be the same Doctor.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. Apart from that, we don't really know too much. Well, we know a lot more than we're letting on, but we're not willing to tell people too much yet. So,
No.
But I guess over the next few weeks, we might start sort of teasing some of the titles, possibly.
Probably the second title will be revealed late January, early February.
Probably by accident. Anything else to say about that particular episode?
I don't think so.
So whilst we're on the topic of Mr. Lewis Moon Adventures, is there anything new to announce news-wise on the site?
We've already announced most of it, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we
If you don't go on the site over New Year, because there's going to be a big update coming. So
big update, is it?
yeah, big update.
Ooh.
We need to check out something later.
Okay.
Just to make sure something works.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, well in that case, we'll probably move on from that section to the next section.
Quiz or question?
Quiz or question.
Ding 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 ding. Oh.
Quiz or question.
Oh, last Christmas. Oh.
So, quiz or question, it's the section of the podcast where we receive questions or quizzes from excited viewers wanting to know our either answer, if it's a quiz, or if it's a question, what our opinion is on something.
Yeah.
So, okay. Who's going to start this one off then? Have you got anything written down?
It's for last Christmas. It's the last Christmas.
For last Christmas.
What things have people asked about last Christmas?
Okay. The first one we've got here is what do we think can still be done with Christmas specials?
Oh yeah.
Is that a quiz or a question?
Question, I think.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
Ding ding ding. Okay.
It's always quite a difficult one, isn't it? Because I guess they don't want them to be too Christmassy and soppy, but at the same point they like to have a Christmas edge to them.
Explosive mince pies.
Yeah, you could have those, yeah.
Killer turkeys.
Yeah. Maybe
Elves that can shapeshift. I don't know, something weird.
I guess the thing is, next time there's every chance the next Christmas episode could be all about the end of Clara.
Yeah.
Couldn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe that'll be in series 9. I hope so. Anyway.
Well, they've done snowmen, haven't they? They've done Santa now.
You could do like killer elves or shape-shifting elves called Elfron.
I don't think we'll see any elves in the next one.
What do you think we'll see in the next one? I think it will be called something like some Christmas song.
How about
home for Christmas?
Something based around the World War and the truce?
Oh yeah, that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
They should have done that this year. If that's
Yeah,
the case.
I guess that's probably right. But that's the sort of thing they could possibly do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that first question done.
Yes. Second question. Have
you got any in your pot?
Yes, I do. It says if Clara left in series 8, do you think the new companion do you think that there would be a new companion introduced in Last Christmas? Is that a quiz or question?
That's a opinion one again, so I'd say that's a question.
Question.
I don't necessarily think that Christmas episodes are the right episodes to either introduce or part with the character.
No.
I think actually it worked all right with the Snowmen because it was only semi-introducing the Clara character.
Yeah.
I prefer not for it to be a regeneration story because I just think it gets a bit too top heavy. Yeah, a bit overcrowded.
Like the end of time wasn't very Christmassy.
No.
Time for Doctor Neither.
Yeah. So I personally would rather if Clara had got left, if that had been the end of Clara at the end of series 8, I would rather it just been a Doctor episode, possibly with the whatever they're called gang.
The what one? Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps with those.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one here for you.
Well, Strax couldn't have been in it because he was like
Yeah, that's true. It would have made it difficult, wouldn't What do you think has been the most Christmassy Christmas episode, if not the best?
Is that a quiz or a question?
That's a question.
Question. It's going a bit long last Christmas, but let's go. The most Christmassy. The most Christmassy is my least favourite.
Yeah.
Christmas Carol.
Okay.
I think that's
And
what I'd say.
maybe that is why some people say it's their favourite, because it's really Christmassy.
Yeah.
That could be the answer, couldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question.
It is in Last Christmas, the Doctor showed a softer side to his character. What if his character was still dark for the Christmas special, and what would have happened? Is that a quiz or a question?
I think it's another question.
Question.
I think it would have still been a good episode, but it definitely wouldn't have been very Christmassy, I don't think.
No.
I think it would have just been it would have been an edgy thriller.
Yeah.
I think what they've done with it, and I think probably what we'll see more in the next series, is the Doctor will always have that slight edge to him.
Yeah.
But not to the same extent.
No.
Because I think he now knows he's a good man.
Yes. He is a good man.
I'm just really trying to think. Do you remember on Christmas Day when we were sat chatting and I asked you a question and you said to me, ask me that on Quiz or Question?
Oh, yeah.
And I can't actually think what that question
No,
was.
I can't either.
It's really annoying. I wish you'd answered at the time now.
You should have written it down. That's what I told you.
Yeah, I didn't.
I told you to write it down.
Yeah, should have done. Didn't. Lost in time now.
Oh.
That question. I'm sure it'll probably come back at some point.
There's one more.
There's one more. Okay. Let's have a look here. Yeah. So we've got it. Peter Capaldi did a sterling job in playing the Doctor in Last Christmas. If he hadn't been available to do it and they decided to bring back one of the old Doctors, which Doctor would have most suited that story?
So a quiz or a question?
It's another question. It's a full house for the questions.
Question. I think maybe it could have been Matt Smith's Doctor because of the like all the stuff with Clara and everything really. But because Series 8 was intended for Matt Smith first. And also I would quite like to see Paul McGann there.
I'm just thinking actually, I mean, let's widen that question out a little bit because we can. Let's say we took out Clara as well. So you could bring in any
Paul
Doctor
McGann,
and
Paul
companion.
Paul McGann.
So you'd have put Paul McGann
I'd
in.
probably have brought Paul McGann back into it because I wanted to see more of him.
But I was just about to say that. Is that because you want to see more of him? Or is it because you think his Doctor would have really suited that story?
I think Matt Smith would fit the story best.
I reckon I would like to have seen the second Doctor.
Patrick Troughton, but he's not alive. Oh yeah, because of Michael Troughton. That would have been quite good. And he could be the companion.
You've grown up!
Professor Albert could be the companion.
Oh, you're as old as I was. How did that happen? My son.
Professor Albert could be the companion.
Yeah, I think that would have been that'd be an interesting one.
But he isn't alive. So.
Maybe, yeah. But if you could have put, I was thinking of bringing back any Doctor alive dead ones.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Patrick Troughton and Jamie. Santa.
Is that it?
That's it, I think.
Okay.
So what have we got in store for next week's episode then?
Next week is going to be in episode 1 next week. First show of 2015.
Yeah.
And we'll be counting down. We'll start counting down the 50 best things in a 2-part show, all on the same day, 3rd of January, good. 2 shows. But the first show we'll be doing 50 to 25, I think.
Okay.
Or 50 to 26 or whatever.
So it's probably going to take up the majority of the show, I would think.
It will. It will take up all of the show, I think.
Okay. So that sums up what we've got
next week. We'll do a best of 2014. So you you have 2 shows next week, so
Wow, wowza.
stay tuned for that.
Okay,
We might have a bit more news for everything.
if we've got time to fit
If
it
we've
in.
got time.
And as long as Lewis doesn't do it in that really slow, boring voice.
But have a good end of 2014.
Yeah.
And Happy New Year.
Okay.
And hope you had a really good Christmas.
We hope you have too. And one final thing. Is that a dinosaur coming through the window?
We'll leave it on that note because the podcast was all a dream.